So why is it so essential? Why are we suggesting that everyone really does need a lean management system? Well, this is what I've seen over the last several decades. Organizations get started and they say, hey, let's get interested in lean and continuous improvement. And there's a lot of hope, there's a lot of promise, and people feel pretty good about it. Typically, there's excitement and energy. But what you notice is there's a few champions that are really driving the change, that are really pushing and making it happen. And that you do get some early successes. You introduce some tools, you have some improvement events, and you have some early wins. But somewhere between a year and 3 years, things begin to stall out. Some organizations, it's more closer to a year, but others can keep going and then they kind of wake up one day and they say, what is this whole thing? Why are we doing this? It's not self-sustaining. It kind of stalls out and we lose our momentum. And most people really are not participating. And then I think we get to what I like to call a moment of truth or realization that what we're doing right now is not working. What we're typically doing is using lean tools to drive improvement events. And that it's not a bad thing, it's not enough. So we come to a crossroads. And I would suggest a great way to make a shift in your approach is the lean management system. And organizations that have deployed a lean management system start to embed a new habit, and continuous improvement becomes a daily habit. And it's not just a daily habit of the lean champions or the CI department or a couple of managers that like lean. It's really a daily habit that everyone shares, from leaders throughout the organization. And at that point, real transformation takes place. So I'm suggesting that's why it's so important. Without the lean management system, I've seen a lot of CI attempts kind of fizzle out over the years. They may continue, but if you really say, can you show me a connection between your CI activity, your lean events, and measurable results, they usually struggle to do that. So let's define this. A lean management system is a framework for building a culture of continuous improvement and shared learning. So it engages people to act as a team, solve problems, and improve performance. So often we're doing this, but not really in lockstep as a team. We also want to really make improvement daily behavior, and that has to be shared by everyone. And most organizations never get there. Work systems drive that behavior, and that over time builds a culture of improvement and engagement. So that's it in a nutshell. Now, in the workshop, of course, we'll go a lot deeper than that. So if we look at the elements, you can see that each of the elements that are laid out here are covered in great depth. We'll actually build them out as we go. And the beauty of this is we space out the 3 workshops. So you have an opportunity to take the learning and apply it. And we're so focused on that. You got to apply it. If not, it's just another interesting workshop that means nothing because you don't do anything with it. So what we'll do is build the lean management system. And the learning or building pattern we use is you'll learn about the particular component. We'll talk about how you would design that component. You'll actually go back and build it and test it in your organization.